Get those there.
All right. Hold on. All right, I see it. Let me share it to the group. Share to group. Uh, no, I'm going on Lotus. I shared it in another group,
Okay.
and I shared it in Yoga Priestess. Alright, I shared it in a few groups, so
I
hopefully
don't
you'll get
got
a.
no music. I don't got
Huh?
no music. Huh?
I don't. All right. Now I'm gonna open the link. I'd rather open it from my pop up because I'll get to my actual page. That'll be better. Wait, what? Oh my god, what's happening right now? All right, open that. Damn. Are we in there? I think we in there, son.
Think you in there? You ain't pop up yet. Up there you. Somebody popped up.
There's me.
Peace. Peace. Imprint graphics. Peace. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm just waiting for a few more people to come in, and then definitely gonna be addressing this whole dark side, shadow self, and shadow work, and lotus and shade, all of that stuff that I've been
Look,
talking
you're
about.
not live no more. Wait, what's happening? You're not. Are you still live?
Yeah.
What is going on with my phone? Oh my god. I can't chat nothing. I like you're live. You're not live.
Yeah, I got somebody right here watching me. Imprint graphics.
Oh wait, I'm back in. I'm back in. Okay, I'm back.
All right, so I'm just gonna see a few more people come in. There you go, Kills. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
I'm here.
Everybody's afraid of the dark, or a lot of people just, they embrace the dark, and some have misconstrued ideas on what is the darkness. And that's because we have a lot of almost kind of like charlatan type of teachers out here that got people doing foolishness. I got them doing anything, just running tangents, and it's not right, it's not fair, and the world turns, it goes on. But that darkness, that dark side, is the parts of ourself that we're not that familiar with, the parts that we keep hidden from the rest of the world, like our bad habits and stuff like that. Oh, okay. Now I know who Imprints is. All right, cool. Cool. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Share the video. Don't forget to share the video. I will be doing more videos like this. I promise I'm going to be more consistent. Um, been dealing with some blockages. It's like really serious when you go to do spiritual work and you have to get it out there and all these forces just come raging against you at once. It's crazy. So, but I'm going to push forward anyway. I know what it is and I know how to deal with it, so that's what I intend to do. In the meantime, I want to talk about this dark side, this darkness. We all know that darkness, the term dark, is usually um, put on women. women are the dark side of the force. We're dark, we're evil, we're this, that, and the third. And because of that, darkness is also associated with what's bad, with what's evil, with what's taboo. They also associate that connotation with our dark skin and our dark hair and our dark eyes, that it's bad, it's not beautiful, and all those kind of things. But I want to beg to differ. I want to just shed a little light on what exactly it is that I refer to when I say doing shadow work or working in the dark side, going into the dark side, going into ourselves and going into the dark. We have parts of our personality that, see, look, as we speak, my eye is turning red. That is so crazy. We have parts of ourselves that is obvious to the world, you know. If you're a person who's always happy and smiling and stuff, and you're always up, you're always ready to go, you're always lit, people wouldn't even suspect that you may have depression or anxiety or be dealing with financial issues and stuff like that. They won't know. Those things are part of your dark side, part of your shadow self. And we've been taught and conditioned to put our shadow side and our dark side on the back burner. Put it in the back. Hide it. Don't dwell on it. Don't focus on it. Don't deal with it. Don't mention it. Don't talk about it. Ignore it. Just focus on the light. Focus on what's good. Focus on love. Focus on peace. And that's all fine and dandy. But in the middle of all of that, focusing on love and focusing on peace and focusing on all things that are good and all things that are of, you know, pleasantries and stuff about ourselves, that helps us feel good about ourselves. Yes, we must do that. But things grow in the dark. That's where healing happens. That's where growth takes place. It takes place in the dark. As a gardener, a garden, right? I plant seeds and I wait for them to sprout. And in the daytime is when you go out and you notice the growth. But the growth actually takes place during the night, underneath the moonlight, underneath the influence of the moon, is when our seeds grow and they get the energy that they need to actually sprout until they're noticeable. So that's what we have to do with ourselves as well. If we don't go in the dark, if we don't put some sort of light, some sort of moonlight, if you will, which is like emotional and spiritual attention, emotional and spiritual awareness on our dark sides, we can't grow. We won't be able to grow. A lot of us have been trying to manifest things, have been trying to change our lives, change things about ourselves, and we struggle. We're doing all these positive affirmations, and the affirmations are good. You know what I'm saying? The affirmations are excellent. Those are powerful things to do. But we're ignoring the dark side. We're ignoring the things that make us uncomfortable, the things that make us cry, the things that we may think is okay, but we get slack or treated bad if anybody else might know about it. So we tend to hide them and they become shame and embarrassment for us, when these things can actually be a source of power. Because after a certain amount of time, they begin to run our life. We've had the experience. Something has created this thing, this discomfort with this part of ourselves. Something created this discomfort. It didn't just happen. And we put it to the back. And we forgot about it. But life continued to go on. And we then moving forward, created ways around our dark side. We created ways to live without the embarrassment. Ways to go about the day without having to have the confrontation with the things about ourselves that we don't like. And those things that we put in the closet, those things that we put in the dark, they eventually start to run our life without us even knowing. That's one of the things that make manifesting so hard for people, is that they're not addressing the paradigms and the traumas that created the paradigms in order to correct the way that their brain puts out the signal so that they can actually get what it is that they're after. Whether you're simply trying to manifest material things or you're trying to grow and cultivate yourself on a spiritual level, it's the same blueprint for both. As above, so below. As without, so within. You know? So, part of my work that I'm going to be doing is going into the dark with you guys. I want to hold your hand underneath the pale moonlight. I want to take that walk with you if you're ready to take that walk. You know? And it's not going to be the easiest thing to do. It's not by far the easiest thing to do. And it's not anything that you can accomplish or cover in any set amount space of time. But you can definitely learn the tools, get the tools, and learn the skills. And practice, practice, practice. Become a practitioner of your own alchemy. Transform yourself. Heal yourself. And you do this in the dark. And that's why Lotus in Shade is called exactly that. Lotus in Shade. Because we're going to go inside of the dark. We're going to go in the darkness of our own selves. And we're going to address the things that make us uncomfortable. And we're going to ask ourselves why. Ask ourselves, how do we really feel about this behavior? And if we're completely comfortable with it for real, then why are we hiding it? You know? Why is it in the dark? Why isn't it getting loved on? Why isn't this pain we feel receiving any love and attention? A lot of things that we've been trained to hide, we actually don't even have to. We don't have to hide at all. So I want to invite you all to Lotus in Shade and to the Lotus Lounge, which is a social media platform with me and some other wonderful people who want to be posting and sharing in there, you know, about alchemy and occultism and stuff like that, and just getting our minds and spirits right so we could ascend this plane that we're in right now. Even though Lotus in Shade right now is basically for women, I will be making videos that can be shared with the guys, so you too can also learn how to tap into yourselves, go inside of yourselves, and start putting the science, start putting the books to work for real. Because we've been having enough conversation. It's time to get that work now. It's time to get that work. Build up those muscles. Right? So if you have any questions, I'm going to post the links below for my Facebook page, my Instagram page, the groups, the Lotus and Lounge, the Lotus Lounge link, and also the link for you to do Lotus and Shade with me. Lotus and Shade is going to be a 6-week program that I'm going to be doing like a virtual sister circle. I'm over here in Brooklyn, New York, but for those who are not where I am, we're going to be meeting up on Zoom. Everyone's going to get a private link, and we're going to just have a good time. We're going to tell our stories. We're going to let some tears out. We're going to cut some cords. We're going to do some releasing. We're going to have a spa day, diva devotion, where I introduce rituals for beauty and self-care and self-preservation and affirmations and stuff like that. The importance of ritual. We're going to be going over a lot of things in 6 weeks, you know. And for those who can make it out to the live events, which there will be the Wellness Energy Day, the Spa Day, and the Tea Party. There's going to be 3 so far. And I will more than likely also be going to the beach to do certain things. That'll probably be a 4th event. And I'm going to find everybody will be able to participate in some way or another. Your energy will be there, okay? So I'm going to post those links below, and you guys just keep in touch. Keep your eyes out, and We're going to get this thing together, all right? So don't be afraid to go in the dark, y'all. Ain't nobody in the dark. No monsters in there. It's only going to be me and you. Laters. Peace, love, balance, power.